Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are watching our A Division final match from the Tempe Village $1,000 Championship. I am Craig Spencer. I am the tournament director. I'm going to do my best to give the introduction here to our players. We're going to start off with the number 3 seed. He is actually bowling in his first SFT AHT event ever. He bowled Strike Force Tours a lot in the past before the new ownership, but this is his first SFT AHT event ever. He snuck in on Sunday off of the senior and women's division cut, and then in the quarterfinals he snuck in again as the 3rd seed, shooting 684 in the quarterfinals. He shot 655 to qualify in the senior women's division to advance. Your 3rd seed is Gries. This brings us to our number 2 seed, a former ASU collegiate player, now turned 8th grade teacher. Snuck in on our divisional insurance, shooting 689 with handicap, and then bowled a very similar score of 687 in the quarterfinals to become our number 2 seed, Kris Maglunog. Kris will be getting 6 pins of handicap. That brings us to our number 1 seed, and there are a lot of storylines with our number 1 seed. First of all is his dominance so far this weekend. He was our number 1 qualifier on Saturday with 769 including handicap. He followed that dominance up in the quarterfinals with 749 with handicap, which beat our number 2 seed by over 60 pins. He is really on a tear this weekend, and believe it or not, he's looking to make his first title match ever, which obviously means he's also looking for his first SFT AHT title ever as well. He feels like what has cut him short so many times is he has bowled a lot of events and made quite a few semifinal rounds, but he has not made a final match, is his equipment. He has a medium to aggressive equipment, and his most aggressive, or his weakest ball being a track 505A. He just recently picked up a track 300C. He's hoping this will give him the look he's been looking for in this round when the lanes are a little drier. He has used the ball all weekend during all of the games bowled. He likes it a lot. It appears to be working very well for him. Not only that, but it also puts him in contention for our track incentives. Track is a sponsor of ours. They are the official ball of the Strike Force Tour, and they have incentives in place. If Ben Dewberry, throwing the track ball, happens to shoot 300 or 800, he gets any track ball of his choice. If he happens to win the tournament today, he will get any track ball of his choice. So very exciting. Not only is the ball giving him great ball reaction, but it might give him another free ball if he happens to win today or shoot an honor score in the process. And without further ado, your number 1 seed is Ben Dewberry. We're going to head down to the lanes now and get the action going. Ben Dewberry has elected to start on the left lane.
I feel the pressure already. I guess where we got. Now I know we're going out.
Well, that concludes our A Division final match. As you can see, our third place finisher was Gries, bowling 187 scratch, 195 with handicap, and our second place finisher, shooting 203 scratch and 209 with handicap, is Kris Maglunog, and still dominating from qualifying all the way to the final match now. Dewberry is your A Division champion here at Tempe Village, bowling 242 scratch and 263 with handicap. So congratulations to Ben. He's going to be moving on to bowl our B Division champion. If you'd like to watch the B Division final match, definitely look forward on our website. It should be an exciting one, as mother is taking on son. So if you want to check that out, definitely find it. This does mean that Dewberry is still in contention for the track incentive. If he throws the track 300C during the title match for all 10 frames and he does win that match, he will win any trackball of his choice. So that will be exciting to watch, to see if he does win that incentive. If you'd like to check that match out, definitely find it on our website. Until then, as always, thanks for watching.